Over the past few years, I have had the privilege of leading Global Impact. We've gone to Guatemala and built houses for people who have never had a home. We've gone to Peru and taught children in the schools about the love of Jesus Christ. We've been out in the streets of San Francisco praying over people who are hurt and broken and lost. During my time leading Global Impact, I have encountered story after story. Like the story of Robert, who was in the hospital in San Francisco, and our team was there. And before you know it, Robert had received the love of Christ. Or the 80-year-old man in Guatemala who received a home for the first time. But the biggest transformational story comes from the team that goes. They come into the first missions meeting and they're a little afraid. They say, I can paint and hammer and carry boxes, but I surely can't pray over people. Sure enough, 3 days in, I see the team members, arms wide open, worshiping God, laying hands on other people and praying over them. In my life, I have been so radically changed by the love of Jesus Christ that it drives me to want to share that with everyone in the world. I'm not the only one that has experienced God's love. We all have experienced God's love. And what better way to show God how much we love Him than to go share His love with others?
A few years ago, I was content going to Bible study, being a member of this church, and then I decided to sign up for a mission trip. In fact, I didn't even really want to sign up for the mission trip. I had to go. My 12-year-old son was pulling at my sleeve, begging for me to go on a mission trip with him. And so I went. I went to Guatemala, and my life has been radically changed ever since. A couple summers ago, after my husband and I returned from one of the Global Impact mission trips, we felt a call of God on our lives. It was a call to go out into our own community, our own neighborhoods, and find needs and fill them. We didn't know what it looked like. We didn't really know what to do next, so we started with a food box and a bag of groceries, and we just began going door to door into our community and sharing God's love. Since then, over the past couple years, Local Impact has grown into a ministry that partners with other resources in the community to change our city. Local Impact and Lean On Me Outreach work hand in hand. The food that goes out into our community is supplied by Lean On Me. The household items, the laundry detergent, the health and beauty mobile pantries that go out are from Lean On Me.
In addition to being a food pantry and an outreach center, we are the hub for global and local impact to come and get supplies, to get prayed up, to gather, to go out and meet the world. Lean On Me Outreach is the pipeline for global and local impact missions here. We do things like receive donations from businesses, the community, our own local church, Rockford Res, and distribute them to people around the world. A couple years ago, we had a mom and 3 kids come into the center. They had a fire the night before and literally lost everything. Our team at Lean On Me was there to embrace them, to love them, to pray with them, and to meet their physical needs. And by the end of the day, that mom walked out with a box truck. We call it the Love Dump Truck. And it was full of everything that they had need of, and we delivered it to their home. Jesus said, I was hungry, and you fed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. As you've done it unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. This is what Lean On Me is all about. I have been doing this for 27 years. The passion that I feel today is the same the day that I started. It is the greatest joy of my life to serve this community.
In my experience, the main thing I see that holds people back from going on trips is fear. There is no need to be fearful. God says, surely I will be with you always.
It's contagious. It's brought joy to my life. It's got me out of the walls of the church and into the community, and I'm seeing change happen. We're all seeing change happen. Oftentimes, knocking on a door to meet a physical need leads to a relationship where we can share the love of Christ. I love being able to take what I've learned on a global impact mission trip and bring it back here locally. I love being the church that's inside out.
I love being the church that's inside out.
I love being a church that's inside out.